Students, we will solve today exercise 5.2 question number 1. Euclid's fifth postulate. It is available on page number 82 and 83 in your textbook. So, in the question, how would you rewrite Euclid's fifth postulate so that it would be easier to understand? So, how can we describe the Euclid's postulate so that it can be easier to understand? So, there are two ways to describe the Euclid's postulate, like that when two lines are parallel, not parallel. The lines are not parallel. Suppose this is line AB or this is line CD. So, there are two lines AB and CD. Both the lines are not parallel or one line intersecting both of them, like that. Suppose this line PQ is intersecting both of them. So, here two interior angles are formed. Suppose it is angle number 1, angle number 2. So, sum of two interior angle of one side, or especially in that condition in left side, not equal to 180 degree, it is always less than 180 degree. It is the Euclid's fifth postulate, or you can write into your textbook, from your textbook to see on page number 82 and 83. It is written in language or like a notice there, but I am explaining here by the geometrical figure. You are looking here, two sides are reaching towards each other, two lines are reaching towards each other, or AB parallel, AB is not parallel to CD here. So, sum of two interior angle is less than 180 degree. In different condition, in another condition, when two lines are not parallel, again lines are not parallel, but here condition is different, or one intersecting line PQ. So, in right hand side, suppose angle number 3 or angle number 4. So, definitely angle 3 plus angle 4 is greater than 180 degree, not less than 180 degree. So, there are two conditions, first condition and second condition. So, you can easily understand, because we are looking here, the distance between two lines, two adjacent lines is greater than here or it is less than here. So, suppose sum of two angles may be 180 greater than 180 degree, or sum of two angles is less than 180 degree. There are two different conditions. So, it is called Euclid's fifth postulate, or you can write in your notebook by using page number 82 and 83 of your textbook. So, you can understand very well about Euclid's fifth postulate, or one more condition is there. So, we can understand that condition in question number 2. When two lines are parallel, one line intersecting both of them. So, here 1 and 2. So, at that condition, sum of interior angle of one side is equal to exactly 180 degree, or two right angles. So, this can be described by me in question number 2, but here I have given you little idea how when two lines are not parallel or when two lines are parallel. So, I will describe the idea completely in question number 2. Students, in next question, question number 2 of exercise 5.2. So, we can read out the question twice or thrice. Does Euclid's fifth postulate imply the existence of parallel lines? Explain. So, Euclid's fifth postulate not imply the existence of parallel lines, because it is not described in Euclid's fifth postulate about parallel lines. So, here we can write the answer no. The reason is behind that, when two lines are parallel, suppose line AB and CD, both are parallel, or one line intersecting both of them. Suppose here one angle is formed, angle number 1, angle number 2. So definitely sum of two angles, sum of two interior angle of one side is equal to 180 degree. Or Euclid described about sum of two interior angle less than 180 degree or greater than 180 degree. He is not described about equal to sum of two interior angle is equal to 180 degree. So here condition is changed when two lines are parallel. So we will write here when AB is parallel to CD. So in that condition sum of two interior angle is equal to 180 degree. Or if we are going right hand side, so two more interior angle are formed. So these are also sum of two interior angle of right hand side is equal to 180 degree. So both the condition are satisfied with parallel lines, but Euclid's couldn't imply these things on parallel lines. He described about non-parallel lines. So that is the difference between both the questions. So you can write in your own words when two lines are parallel or one line intersecting both of them. So definitely sum of two interior angle of one side is equal to exact 180 degree, not less than or not greater than. So you can write in your own words to listen me carefully, listen the video carefully. Students, now we are starting chapter number 6, lines and angles. So in this chapter we will study different kind of angles and different kind of circumstances to form two or three angles in a straight line. So we are starting this chapter from acute angles. The measurement of angle is if the measurement of angle is less than 90 degree. Suppose an angle here less than 90 degree. So it is called acute angle. So how we can form it? Suppose it is a straight line. So definitely this angle 60 degree, this angle 30-25 degree, or it may be 75 degree angle. So all angles are less than 90 degrees. So the angle measurement of such angle is not equal to 90 degree. Definitely it will be less than 90 degree. So such kind of angles are called acute angles. Now complementary angles. So suppose we are having a right angle. Right angle means the angle which are having two sides or two lines are perpendicular to each other. So such condition is called right angle. The sum of, or we can say the angle between two adjacent lines are 90 degree. So complementary angles, which if there are two angle number 1 or angle number 2. Suppose it is angle number 1 or in that condition angle number 2. Sum of two angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 90 degree. When sum of two angles is 90 degree, so such kind of angles or two angles are called complementary angles. Now supplementary angles when a straight line. So we know that the angle formed by one straight line is 180 degree. Everyone knows about it. So the complete angle of a straight line is 180 degree. Or now this line is divided into two angle by third side or third line. So here two angle again formed. Suppose this is angle number 1 or this is angle number 2. So in that condition angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. So such kind of angle, if the measurement of sum of two angles is equal to 180 degree, so in that condition these two angles are called supplementary angle. So these are supplementary angle, these are complementary angle, or these are acute angle which are less than 90 degrees. So we can understand very well because they are useful in this chapter. So we will study one more thing after this. Students, now we are starting exercise 6.1, question number 1. Read out the question twice or thrice before solving any problem of exercise 6.1 or 6.2, 6.3. These are geometrical problems. So you need to read out the question twice or thrice. So question number 1 is that in figure 6.13 lines AB and CD intersect at O. So lines AB and CD. Suppose these are two lines AB. It is AB and CD intersecting each other. It is given in the problem, and intersect at point O. It is point O we are having, and if AOC or BOC, now one more angle is formed by one line OE here. It is E here. So here suppose this angle 1 or this is angle 2, or here this is angle 3, we are writing this one is angle 3 or this one is angle 4. So it is better way to nominate the angle by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is easier to understand, or we need not to write like this AOC, BOE, COB. So in many books you can look like this angle AOC plus BOE plus DOB. So it is getting little difficult to understand. But if you are making, or if you are nominate it 1, 2, 3, 4, if you are naming the angle 1, 2, 3, 4, so it is very easier to understand. Now it is given. So what is given in the problem? So we will write step by step. Given thing, angle AOC plus angle BOE is given 70 degree, or one more angle is given, angle BOD is equal to 40 degree. So we can understand AOC, how much AOC, that means angle 1, or BOE, that means angle 2 is equal to 70 degree, it is given, or angle BOD, angle 3, the value of angle 3 is also given 40 degree. So we are having the information about 1, 2, 3 angles. So we have to find out. What we have to find out? To find two things we have to find here. First one, angle BOE, question mark. Sum of angle is given 70 degree, but we are not having separate angle BOE. And reflex angle, I will tell you about reflex angle at the end when we will solve the question. COE is equal to question mark. Two things we have to find out. Now, how to solve this question? It is very easier if we concentrate our mind over the geometrical diagram of the question. So how to solve it? So we are looking in the diagram, angle 3, 2, 4. First one we can calculate 1, 4, 2. Angle 1 plus angle 4 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. What was the reason behind it? Because we can write down linear pair of angles. Linear pair, how we can say linear pair? The three angles are formed 1, 4 and 2 on same straight line AOB. So we know that the sum of angle or total angle of a straight line is equal to 180 degree. So here we can put the sum of angle 1 or 2. So we can write here 1 plus 2 plus 4. We will rearrange the sequence of angle. So 1 plus 2 is given how much? 70 degree. We will put the value 1 plus 2 is equal to 70 degree and angle 4 is equal to 180 degree. Now we can find out easily angle for 180 and transfer 70. So that will become minus 70. So angle 4 is equal to 110 degree. So we got answer or angle 4 is equal to 100 degree. It is not the complete answer. Now we have to find out angle BOE. So how can we find out angle BOE? Again we will take one more straight line, COD. Taking straight line here, one more straight line, COD. So if we are taking a straight line COD, so what will be the result here? We are having straight line or three angles again formed on this straight line, angle 4 plus 2 plus 3. So again we will write here angle 4 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. What is the reason behind it? Linear pair of angles. So linear pair. So angle 4 we have already calculated, put the value here, 110 degree. Angle 2 we don't have the value, but angle 3 we are having 40 degree. So put here, or 180 degree. So 110 or 40, 150 degree, or angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. So angle 2 is equal to 180 minus transfer 150 right hand side, so that will become negative. So it is 30 degrees. So we have calculated angle 2 is equal to 30 degree. So angle BOE, angle 2 is angle BOE. We can write angle 2 as angle BOE is equal to 30 degree. So we have calculated, or we found the value of angle BOE. It may be the first answer of this question. And next step, we will try to find out reflex angle COE. We already found the angle 4 COE, but we haven't found reflex angle of COE. It may be answer, but it is not asked. Asked angle is reflex angle COE. Reflex angle, what is called reflex angle? So we will understand it. So student, now we will try to understand what is called reflex angle. So we have calculated angle COE, which is equal to 4. So we can write down angle 4 is equal to 110 degree, or we can write angle COE is also 110 degree. But we need to find out reflex angle. So what is called reflex angle? Again we will draw the figure like this. AB is a straight line here, or the angle is formed here COE. COE, which is angle number 4, we have denoted as angle number 4, or we named this angle is angle 4 C and E. So reflex angle is that this one is called reflex angle. Angle 4 or this one is called reflex angle. It is angle COE, it is point O, COE. So we have already calculated COE is equal to 110 degree. So we have to calculate this one, reflex angle. So definitely we know that the complete angle of a circle is 360 degree. As we know, in previous classes we have studied already. So if we will find out the reflex angle, so reflex angle, how to find out? So reflex angle COE is definitely 360 degree minus angle 4 or angle COE. So we will write down reflex angle COE is equal to 360 minus 110 degree is equal to 250 degree. So that is the answer of this question. So what is important thing here? What is called reflex angle? So the angle which you measured, you must have to subtract from 360 degrees. So that may be actual reflex angle. So you can calculate by drawing this figure, or you can understand what is called reflex angle.